Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Miami. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
One thing that I think Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't get enough credit for is his toughness. This is a guy who plays through injuries, but it's also being mentally tough, knowing that everyone's always trying to move him out of the lineup, trying to find a replacement for him, yet he continues to battle and has earned the total respect of his teammates.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 58 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league, and what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power. Gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think that if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
Airing one out for Boyd. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
One of the more underrated yet valuable positions in the NFL is safety, and Rashad Jones epitomizes what you're looking for. A guy who can drop down into the box in the run game and tackle those bigger, stronger running backs. He can also cover people, whether it's tight ends or bigger slot guys, and that gives him the ability to stay on the field every down and make big plays.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep is Trevor Davis.
Let's go, baby.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
50, 57, come on. Here we go.
On 1st down, Laird. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Slam.
Balaj. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He completes it to Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed a big hit for a loss. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick able to locate Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right 20. I got one. Undercrush.
A draw play now, Balazs. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Good job, D.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Mike 57.
So that one will be accepted. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick, he gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Dalton, 1st and 10. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. That's caught by his tight end Uzama. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Oh, boy, when a good tight end reads man coverage, is able to run the corner route, almost impossible to defend. They can use a good head fake, work him inside, and then they'll get him on their back or on their hip and keep them away from the football with their body.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action now. Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Dalton. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Dalton on third and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fitzpatrick now. His throw incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
57 to my 20.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now Fitzpatrick. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Dalton here from the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant.
This will be Dalton again. That's complete. Bernard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
do that? I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 79 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but Hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Operating from the gun, Dalton looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mike 20! Mike 59! You better bring it. You better bring it. Right now, you better bring it.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
White 80! Watch the run! Watch the run!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, How about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Dalton bootlegs out. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Raekwon McMillan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And brought down down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
180! 50 seconds to Mike. I'm here all day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Laird, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing, Dalton. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Another chance for Dalton. He completes it to Tate. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. He's got it to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now Dalton and the Bengals down by 11, a little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down.
Hands up, lead. We want this. Hands up.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Andy Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Dalton, 1st and 10. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. This will be Dalton again. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.